Your job is to be honest with the viewer. So if you go out here and act like you have had no raising or you've stepped out of it, the world's going to get to see it. So the cameras are going to follow you nonstop. And if you have an issue in your relationship, it's coming on the show.
Todd and Julie, you guys both look fantastic. Congratulations on this great weight loss journey. Please tell me what this project has been like for you. How much weight have you lost, and how this has brought you closer together?
So Todd and I are on the Better Together plan with Nutrisystem, and that is kicking off this week. So this is perfect. I have been a partner with Nutrisystem for several years now, and I am down officially 30 pounds. And it has been something that has taken time. It has truly been a lifestyle change for me, because I love to cook and I love to eat. But Nutrisystem fit into that lifestyle for me because the food's great, and because it works, and because it's easy and it's convenient. And so I think when Todd saw the results that I was getting, he decided to join the partner plan with me.
I mean, listen, I've always been the most fabulous of the family anyway. So when I saw Julie kind of encroaching upon my lane, I was like, no, I'm going to get on this partner plan with Julie with Nutrisystem. And, you know, I had put on about 18 pounds, I think it was, during COVID. And, you know, if you watch Chrisley Knows Best, then everyone knows that I've always been proud that I was the same size that I was when I finished high school. And that had never changed. COVID did more about my weight than it did my overall health, and it screwed up my metabolism. But now Nutrisystem has helped me get that back. And I think that, you know, Julie and I have always known we're better together. But, you know, we are better at this weight thing because, you know, we have accountability to each other. And so I think that with the partner plan and with what Nutrisystem put us on, that we've been very successful with it, because I've lost 18 pounds. I'm now actually down 2.5 pounds less than when I graduated in 1986.
I love it. I love it. And I think it's great because it probably pushes you both to, like, working together pushes you to your goals. And what are your end goals? Do you have a specific number in mind, or is it just until you feel that you are at your best?
You know, I think for me, there's not a specific number. There's kind of where I want to be. And I'm not quite there yet. And that's okay. Because again, with Nutrisystem, it's something that works with you, and that you can go out to dinner and you can have a cheat day, and then you get right back on it and you still see results. And that's why for me, because I had tried other things in the past and I didn't see any result. But I also think I wasn't sticking to the plan. So Nutrisystem just makes it easy. And at this point in my life, that's what I need. I need easy. I need things that I don't have to think about. I can grab and go. I can have a meal prepared in 5 minutes or less, and I don't have to think about it. And then to see it, not just about the pounds, but knowing how I feel better. I feel better on the inside. I feel better. I just turned 49 and I could tell I'm 49, but, you know, having dropped 30 pounds, I feel better. My knees feel better. My legs feel better. I can walk better. So for that reason, it's worked for us.
Yeah, definitely.
I think that for me, it's always been about a number. I wanted to be on that. Look, I am driven by numbers and results. And I would literally take a picture of my number on the scale so I could send it to her, because she wouldn't let me watch her weigh.
Nor am I going to.
I would send her a picture, and we have bathrooms to where I'm on one side and she has her bathroom, I have mine, and the shower's in the middle. So, I mean, we'll text each other from each side of the bathroom, and I go, well, I'm down 3 pounds today. And then when I hit to I'll just tell you up front, 172.3. So, you know, I was 175 in high school. So I'm at a number that I've never been at since before I became 175. But, you know, with that being said, because I'm not about dieting, because I don't want to restrict myself. But with the Nutrisystem plan, I found that I didn't have to. I mean, at the end of the day, the only downside to Nutrisystem is that I actually know how to fix it myself, which is something I've never had to do. And now Julie knows that I know how to do it myself, and she's decided that I need that kind of independence.
I love it. Has the rest of the family gotten involved? Are they on like a health kick?
Grayson eats the Nutrisystem meals that we have because it's easy for him to throw into the microwave.
It's easy, and he loves how it tastes. So that is from a 15-year-old boy.
Right.
Savannah
He'll eat anything.
Savannah has always been a huge Nutrisystem, South Beach. She has done that for years, and it has always worked for her. So, I think the Chrisley family in general wants to see 2022 just be a healthier version of ourselves.
Definitely. And I know Nutrisystem is one of the tricks, but everybody always wants to know, Todd, what is your secret for looking so young?
Good doctors. My weight has never been a problem until COVID. So that was never an issue. But I mean, I started doing laser. I did my first laser when I was 40 years old. That was my birthday gift to me. And I do Botox, and I'm going to continue to do Botox. So anyone out there who thinks they can shame me for that, it doesn't work. I just double up the dose.
I love it. I love it. I know you just wrapped up season 9 of the show. Is it still just as fun as it was day 1?
I think that when Chrisley Knows Best started out, we've always had a great partner in USA Network. And when the show started out, it was tagged as the little engine that could. And it's now the engine that pulls many. So, I think that we're grateful for that. Is it fun? I think that every day in our life has more fun than we do sadness. But I think that it's a job. It's hard to have 36 people around you every day monitoring every move that you're making. There are moments to where, when I have to bring one of our children back in line, that, we would like to have that privacy to be able to do that. And, you don't have that privacy. Yeah. So
I say all the time, people ask me, what's the best and worst part? And I say, well, it's kind of the same. Imagine going to work every single day with your spouse, with your adult children, with your minor children, and your mother-in-law.
And that's what we have every day.
Right.
But, I think that I look at it and I just say, the same thing I've raised our kids with, to whom much is given, much is required. When we started in this business, we had the Kardashians, we had the Osbournes to follow. And, they kind of laid that groundwork for us to step into. And we're grateful for that. We've always maintained that we're a different family than the Osbournes and the Kardashians. But without them, there wouldn't be reality television. And because of that, we're grateful and blessed. But I think that for us, our goal has always been with Chrisley Knows Best to be honest and forthright and to let you see inside truly what goes on in a real family. Because, we're not about jumping on a jet and on a private yacht and going to Paris for Fashion Week. We're in real stuff here. We're dealing with kids every day in middle America that they have dating issues. They have peer pressure. They make bad decisions. We try to educate them. We've tried to raise them in our faith. And, I think for us, the show continues to get better. And I think you're going to see that in season 10, because now we're actually showing you more. Yeah. We're giving you more because the kids are at a place in their life to where they're comfortable in their own skin, and they no longer care if you think the decision they made was bad. It was their decision to make and their opportunity to learn.
Yeah, no, definitely. And, you mentioned your kids, obviously. How are things going with Savannah and Nick? Are they back together? I mean, can you kind of give us a relationship status update on the two of them?
They are not, but they are very dear friends, and he is always going to be like one of my own sons. I love him dearly. He is a good, decent, honorable young man. And I think that from Savannah and Nick, we go day to day because we never know. Because they both have huge amounts of respect for each other. And I think that's evident by the fact that they don't post all of their business on social media.
Yeah. I mean, is that something that we're going to see more of in season 10, Julie?
You know, I wish I could tell you, because if they would just listen to mom, you know, it'd be so much easier, but we know that doesn't happen.
What you're going to see in season 10 is, and what I've made the kids aware of, is that to whom much is given, much is required. So your job is to be honest with the viewer. So if you go out here and act like you have had no raising or you've stepped out of it, the world's going to get to see it. So the cameras are going to follow you nonstop. And if you have an issue in your relationship, it's coming on the show.
Right. Julie, do you hope to see them get back together, or you just want your daughter to be happy?
You know what? I just want them both to be happy. And whatever that looks like, it does. You know, I want that for all my children. I just want them to be happy. I want them to be in true, authentic relationships where they can be themselves and where they can grow. And so, yeah, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
I think that as far as Nick and Savannah go, Nick is a member of our family forever. Whether he's going to marry my daughter or not remains to be seen. Only God knows that. But what I want for my daughter and what she's been raised to accept is to never, ever settle for less than what you believe you deserve. You never have to stand behind a man in order for you to shine.
Right.
And you have a right to have a seat at the table, and most of the time at the head of the table. So find you someone that feeds you emotionally and psychologically. I don't care if it's the trash man. If he makes you feel, now literally, the trash man is probably not going to be able to afford her. But, you know, I want her to have a man that she feeds into and that she has him because she loves him and because she wants him, not because she needs him. And I want her to have a man that wants to be with her because he loves watching her grow and he encourages her and he makes her want to be better than she already is. And if Nick can do that for Savannah and Savannah can do that for Nick, because he deserves the same thing in a woman. So if they can give that to each other, then God be the glory. And if they can't, then someone else is going to make both of them happy. And that'll be God's plan. Exactly.
Were you disappointed that Chase and Emmy split?
Oh, darling, you're going to have to tune in to season 10.
Oh, maybe back together then?
I have made a commitment that I am not going to discuss my children's personal relationships. If you don't see it on the show, you're not going to see it because they are now young adults and that is their private lives, and what they choose to share is up to them. I have asked that they do not share their personal business on social media. They have all agreed to do that. And what they do privately is their business.
Cliffhanger for season 10.
Cliffhanger.
Tune in. It's very interesting.
Tune in. I know you did post a message of support for your daughter, Lindsay, recently. How are things with her, and have things improved at all?
You know, Lindsay is our daughter and we love her. And we wish her nothing but the best. It's no secret that there has been a lot of uneasiness that has gone on and transpired. But, you know, we choose to keep that private, and we're not going to allow the press to have an opinion about it. And if they do, it'll be unfounded.
Got it. Good. I know that you guys have been together for over 25 years. I mean, what is the
27?
27. I mean, that's amazing. I mean, what is your secret to your marriage? And can you tell me the biggest disagreement that the two of you have ever had?
The secret to our marriage would, for me, I think it's just a mutual respect. I think Todd and I are friends, and we've been friends from day one, and we continue to be friends today. And as we navigate the different stages of life, from not having children to having children, now our kids are grown, and we still have 2 at home. But, you know, I think it's just navigating that together and still being friends through it, still wanting to spend time together. For you?
I think that, you know, Julie is my best friend, and she has always been my safest place. I always, you know, I think that George Burns said it best when he was asked about his love for his wife, Gracie. Do you miss her when she leaves? And he said, only when she leaves the room. And so I used to say when I was younger, I am not going to be my dad. I am not going to be that guy that depends on his wife for everything. I mean, we are independent, individual thinkers, and, we're going to live our lives, and we're going to, make sure that we complement each other. And literally the moment that I find out that she's going somewhere, anxiety sits in. I'm like, okay, now what time are you going to be home? What am I supposed to be doing for dinner? And I just said this to her.
Hit your Nutrisystem.
Right, yeah.
I just said this to you, and I just had this conversation the other day where I said, I don't want to be so dependent on you.
Yeah.
Because I've gotten so comfortable after 27 years. I know when dinner's going to be served. I know that she's going to handle the things with the kids. I know that when it comes to the house, she's going to deal with that. She does so many things that I've gotten very comfortable in that. And I think that that's where a relationship can kind of start going sideways when you start feeling comfortable with the other partner doing more than what you're doing. Mm-hmm. And so we had that conversation that I need to be more self-sufficient. Yeah. I mean, I can go get my own food if I need to. Now, but then here's the downside of that. As soon as I say that, what did you say?
Well, but that's what we've always done.
She said, no, I don't want you doing that. I mean, I do that for you. So I think that with Julie and I married my best friend. Mm-hmm. And, I think a lot of the reasons that these relationships are not working today, and we're 27 years into this, is that when Julie and I sat down, it was my second marriage, or I say my release from the prison camp that I was in. I view Julie as the only marriage I've ever had, because it's the only time I've ever felt authentically real in any relationship. So I think that the reason these relationships don't work today is because you don't have a clear understanding or a level of expectation going into it. And I had a level of expectation of what I wanted in a wife and a life partner. Julie had a level of expectation of what she wanted in a husband and a partner. Yours was you wanted one that was good looking. She checked the box. And she wanted to have great looking kids. Check, check, check. So, I did the two little simple things that she wanted, which was to be hot, good looking, and give her great looking kids. The smart we struggle with, we work through it.
I love it so much. That is so great.